Episode 4. This one is about the hardest time in my life, losing purpose and trying to find my new purpose. So, after I decided to go to Korea and pursue my music career, I became a trainee. I was going into this without knowing too much about what I was going into. I was young. For all of you guys that have no idea about working in Korea, I'll break it down for you. What I experienced was definitely very depressing. When I was a trainee and I was living with like 3 other managers, the trainees did the dishes, cleaned everything in the house. We did their laundry, cleaned after they ate. That was like the easier things, you know? My days were basically similar almost every day. Wake up, work out, eat, practice room, dinner, and then you still come back until like 9 to 10 o'clock. You're there trying to prepare for who knows what. They would tell you all these things like, oh, this is going to happen. There were debut dates. We were supposed to go out on certain shows. They were gonna make us record this song. We had a title song ready, and there's gonna be things coming in for you like this and this. So practice for that. Like, be ready for it because these are coming. But they wouldn't. Like in the beginning, yeah, I was like so excited. I was like, hell yeah, like I'm gonna practice every day. I'm gonna practice extra. Like I stayed up and just sang just because I thought something was coming, but empty promises. When adults older than me, when they said something, I believed it. And then I trusted. To me, being a young kid, not knowing anything, those promises were everything to me. And now that I think about it, becoming their age where they were, I'm kind of like, all these promises that you could not keep, like, what were you thinking? How the fuck do you say that to a 20-year-old? They were the only ones that we could look up to and respect. Like, we didn't have parents there. Like, we were young. Even though I was still, like, 20. Like, I was 20. I was supposed to be in college with my friends. I had nobody there. One thing after another started not going the way I thought, and then I got discouraged. I was insecure. It just felt like I was practicing forever and ever without a purpose and without a goal in mind. I know I'm training, but like at this point, what am I doing it for? I think in the process, I just lost my purpose. I lost where I was going. Like before going to Korea, like I had everything laid out. I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna come out. It's gonna look like this. I was drawing my future, and when I got there, that was not reality. It was nothing like that. And that's the kind of place I was at the first 3 years of being in Korea. It felt like the longer I stayed, I was never going to make it. And with all those things going on, that was the most stressed I've ever been in my life. That's the place I was at. I was very vulnerable, scared, trying to figure everything out when everything was such a mess. I remember I would go to practice on a train. I was like, I just really wish this train would crash, everything could end, and it would just be easier, you know, I don't have to do it myself. I just wanted it to be something natural so it could just go away and I don't have to worry about it. And no one has to be like really sad about it because it was a natural disaster. Such a horrible thought. I didn't have the space in my heart to think of other people. I could barely think about myself and take care of myself. So one day, one of the higher up managers comes to me and tells me they booked a TV show for me. It was about surviving in the jungle, the caveman style life. You gotta make your own food, like survive. What they told me was you have to get ready. Your body needs to be in good condition. You're gonna have to take off your shirt. Nice body when that happened. They start giving me personal training at the gym. They put me on a diet. I was basically eating nothing. 1,500 calories was my higher days. In the morning, I was eating chicken breast. Lunch, one sweet potato and another chicken breast. And for dinner, I was eating spinach and chicken breast. And that was it. Even when I was younger, I was always a big eater. And I never had to control my food. Eating 1,000 to 1,500 calories a day, at my age, at my height, it was literally nothing. Waking up, it was so hard for me to open my eyes. But at the same time, at night, I could barely sleep because I was so hungry. But I did it with my willpower because I needed to look good. I was so dedicated. I did not have a cheat date of eating whatsoever. I was working out twice a day, working out until I threw up. After months of going full out with this, I was so excited for the show. I was actually going to be working. People wanted to book me. I wanted to prove to my company that I could do well. And then the show got canceled. They just said, they don't want you anymore. They got somebody else.